Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be checking out another wireless IP camera. So these wireless cameras are getting a lot better and their apps improving in functionality and the quality of the picture, and not to mention how friendly they are to hook up. So today we're going to be looking at this one, which has quite a lot to offer here. So we got HD video quality, two-way audio, cloud storage option, encryption, day and night switch. So that just means it has night vision, motion detection, which is probably the most important part about a camera like this, and it is IP66 waterproof, which is quite important if you're going to install this outside. So here on the side, there's 3 simple steps to get started. Turn on the power, download the app, and connect to the Wi-Fi. All right, so there's no branding out here, but this is a 1080p Wi-Fi camera, and I think it's made by BNT. Now let's go ahead and open it up. So it does come in this pretty nice little box here. All right, so the first thing that you get looks like is a little packet of stuff, and looks like some mounting screws and hardware with a little Phillips screwdriver, and the antennas in here also. All right, so we'll take a closer look in a second. All right, so here we have the camera itself, and it's got this nice bubble wrap around it. So yeah, you can see here the company name is BNT, and it is all metal, looks like. Feels pretty heavy duty. So this is where our antenna will connect to. We're really liking this mount. Seems quite serious here. And we do have the wiring here for the power, and looks to be like an on and off switch or some kind of switch that's weather protected with this little cap. Interesting. So underneath the camera, it looks like there's a speaker here, and then there looks to be like a door right here, and I love how they use a screw to even access it, and I'm guessing that's what the little screwdriver is for. You know, that makes it a lot harder for anybody to open it up and tamper with it, and I bet you that's where the SD card goes and everything. So we do have a little sticker here with some important notes, and then as we go to the front, we have the silver piece here, and that's actually metal also, looks like, or at least feels like it. And this thing is really robust. All right, let's peel off this little plastic protector here. So we do kind of have a shiny face black trim here. Looks like maybe an LED or a sensor there. A little pinhole on the top. You guys can see the lens, the camera lens element. Looks quite nice. And then another sensor looks like down here, and maybe that's for the motion detection. And most likely the IR lights are behind this black trim there. All right, well, this thing is really nice. It looks quite interesting and definitely feels a lot more premium, more like a high-end security camera than a consumer one because of all the metal. So let's see what else is in this box. So we do have power adapter, which provides 12 volts, 1 amps. And that's what powers the camera itself. So you will need power for this kind of setup. And last but not least, for the box, we have some kind of tool here. Okay, so this looks like to be some kind of little Allen wrench tool. And it has like a long reach and a short reach here. All right, so let's go ahead and open this little pouch here. Take a closer look. So they do give us a little template here. So if you need to drill holes, you got a template. It looks like a sticker template. Yeah, look at that. This is made so you can mount your camera correctly by drilling the holes in the right spot. So we have a little instruction manual of how to get set up, and we're probably going to need that to download the app. So here's something nice. They actually include user quick guide. Kind of goes over of how to get started really fast without, you know, getting in too much of the details. And we also get this humongous sticker here that says that there's a security camera, but unfortunately there's some Chinese lettering here, and that kind of makes it a little bit weird for at least, you know, where I live to be applying this anywhere, right? Pretty nice that they have it though. So the mounting hardware, little Phillips screwdriver, and the antenna installs by simply just screwing it on right here. And that's it. Pretty simple enough. All right, so now that everything's out of the box, I'm kind of curious what's behind this little door here. All right, well, hopefully you guys can see. That looks like where the micro SD card goes on. And there's a tiny little button right there. Maybe that's like a reset button or something. But yeah, it's basically the internals of the camera. You can kind of see them there. It's interesting. Let's pull out that SD card and see how large it is. And look at that. It's actually a name brand SD card. That's a 32 gig. Very cool. All right, so I'm going to put this back in there, hopefully without dropping it in there. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Just an access to the memory and some kind of switch there. And there is like a little silicone rubber here that keeps everything nice and watertight, I guess. All right, so let's just close that back up. So I realized what this wrench is for is to adjust all these bolts here on the camera. So if you wanted to loosen it, you know, and then tighten them to where you need it. So this joint here, you know, goes up and down. This joint here makes it twist to where you need it. And then this joint here, right behind the camera, also twists it. So you can really get the angle just right with this camera because there's so many joints that are able to move. All right, so for the next part, what we need to do is we need to set up the camera. But before we do that, we need to download the app that works with it. And that app is called YI-IoT. And it looks like that, I guess. So this is one of the first apps that I've seen that has actually really good reviews. Normally they're not that high. That is a good sign. So we're going to go ahead and download it. It's going to install, and then we'll go through the registration. All right, so it looks like it installed successfully. Let's go ahead and click open. All right, so you're going to choose your country and continue. So here you can either log in if you already have an account, or you need to sign up, which is a little button right here. So it's going to ask for a bunch of information. You're going to fill that out and then click sign up down there. And once you submit that, they're going to send you an email to confirm, apparently. And it looks like you're going to have to do that before you can continue to do anything else. So I did get an email and I confirmed it. Let's hit this back button here. So now we can go ahead and log in. All right, so we logged in. So here it kind of shows us the UI, two-way speaker audio, real-time alert push notifications, which are very important, at least to me. And then you got cloud services also. So the camera is asking to access photos, medias, and other things. So you're going to have to allow that. And that's it. Looks like we started. So it says tap here to add a camera. But before we can add it, we need to probably go ahead and power this guy on. And so we're going to take our provided power adapter. That has quite a long cable, guys. I would say it's probably 6 to 8 feet, something like that. It's quite long. All right, so let's plug it in and see if we can see anything here on the front. So it might be that we need to push this little button here, which maybe is the power button. Let's go ahead and try that. Okay, there it goes. So it's making noises. Okay, so probably it's in pairing mode. What's interesting is I don't see any lighting of any sort. So it's kind of hard to know if it's on or not. But in any case, hopefully it's on. Let's go to the app here and tap on add a camera. Okay, so it did beep twice. It's asking here on the app if it beeped twice. So we're going to say yes, we heard that. So now we're going to log into our Wi-Fi that we have locally. So this camera can know, how to connect. So it picked up my Wi-Fi here. So I just have to put the password for that router. So once you put in your password, I'm just going to connect to Wi-Fi here.
Please face the QR code. Connecting to Wi-Fi.
So now it's asking us to scan this barcode with the camera. So we should simply just face this towards the camera.
Wi-Fi is connected.
And we get a little check mark there, it looks like. So click next.
Pairing is successful. You can start using your camera now.
All right, so it looks like we have successfully paired to our camera. So you can see, guys, how easy that was. So we get a congratulations, and here it says mark this camera as, anything. You can write in there anything you want, or you can choose living room, front door, bedroom, patio, garden. I guess I'm going to choose patio here. We'll see if we can mount it somewhere outside, and we'll save it. Here's where they ask you if you want to purchase cloud services. You can do that if you want. We're just going to skip that. And there we go. This is our, looks like, main menu here. So here we have the name of our camera, cloud services, alert, and then settings. And on the bottom, we can see we have camera, alerts, cloud, and profile. So this is going to be your main settings here for the patio camera, which is what we got. So if we click on settings, we can see we have quite a few options here. You can turn the camera on and off, or you can name it, rename it. You can adjust the settings for the camera here, like the status light, image rotation, you can rotate it. Let's say if you're going to put it upside down, you would want to rotate that. The microphone, you can switch it on and off so you can hear what's going on. And then call mode is intercom and alarm drip. Not sure exactly what that means, but that's an option. Also, regularly power on and off. Echo show, I guess you can connect it to that. More settings here for the motion detection. You definitely want to turn that on. Send alert when human is detected. That's an option. Sensitivity level is on high, and you can, looks like, go low, medium, and high. We'll keep it on high. You also have an abnormal sound option here. So it says here kind of like if a baby's crying or, something just gets a lot louder than normally. And you can actually adjust the sensitivity of that noise and when it will trigger you the alert. So let's say if you had a dog that started barking, you can know about it, or a baby crying, or whatever other stuff that can make noises. This can alert you whenever that noise appears. And here we have the alert settings, the frequency, This is the cool off. So this is between alerts. If you wanted, to constantly alert you, then you can put it on higher or medium. It doesn't really say the timing, and then you can customize a schedule at certain times where you don't want it, I guess, to alert you. Very nice options here for sure. Much better than I've seen on other ones. So you can put a pin protection, so you wouldn't be able to open it unless you have the pin. Activity detection recording, so this will actually record any activity and it will go to the SD card, the micro SD card that was in there. And you definitely want to do that so you can go back and see, what happened at that time when there was activity. And then there's our network connection, and this just gives us a notification for video and photos allowing that. So yeah, these are all the settings here. Let's go back and let's go ahead and click on this picture here so we can open the camera. So here it shows us you can pan and zoom whatever with your fingers. You can access the camera settings on the top here. You can play back the time down here, probably from the SD card, looks like, and you can pinch zooming out the timeline. Okay, so it looks like we're live, and this is what the camera is seeing right now. So you can see this is where we're at right now. So here in the corner we have the choices of higher quality or lower quality. Let's go ahead and put that on HD. I don't know if it was or not. I think it was on SD. So yeah, that looks very clean now. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and install this camera somewhere, and then we can kind of go through the features here real quick and see how the motion detection works and the alerts. All right, guys, so just for testing purposes here, I just mounted it here just between the window seals there. Not sure exactly where I want it at this point, but I still have to figure that out because you do have to remember that you do have a power cord, which I have plugged in right here, that you have to deal with. So, if you're going to mount this somewhere outside the house, make sure, you can bring power to it somehow. But in any case, we're going to leave it right there, and let's check out the app. So here on the app, we can see that picture, and it's actually quite a nice picture, the quality of it. Of course, I do have it on 1080p, and it looks like you can make the screen larger, and you can definitely tell much more detail like that. So. All right, so we're back inside, so we can see a little better, and this is our landscape mode, so you get a nice big view. Here on the bottom is the timeline. You can go through it. If we just pick some other time, maybe go back a little more, you can see there I'm working on the camera. So this, scrubs it through the what it's already recorded, because there was movement, so it records it to the SD card. You can turn on and off the volume, so if you want to hear what the camera is hearing. Then here we can change the video quality to auto or SD. So I'm leaving it on HD. And then we have 3 buttons here for picture taking. So if you click that, you can see it takes a picture, and then the bottom one here is video. If you click that, it'll actually take a video to the phone of what it's seeing at the moment. So if you want to record something to your phone, that's how you would do that. And so we just stop that and it'll save the file to the phone. And then this big button here is actually the intercom for talking. So when you click and hold this, now I'm talking through the camera to whoever's on that side. And it's actually quite loud because I can hear it just being in the house and it's outside. All right, so let's go back to horizontal mode here. So here we kind of have the same options. Here's an interesting feature here on this corner over here on the top. You can see that there is a picture pop up on your phone no matter where you're at. So we can try that out. So no matter what other app you're using, there you can see right there, it pops up and you can move it around anywhere you want on the phone. So this is how much data is flowing through the camera to the phone. And over here we have the silencer for the speaker, and then you can do the same things. You can video record, intercom, and then photo, and this explodes it to landscape mode. So here you can make time lapses. Apparently you can choose your record length, how long you want it to record for a time lapse, and then the video length, I guess, is set to 5 seconds. So that could be something interesting to try for sure. So it looks like you can make time lapses with this camera. Very interesting. And so on the very bottom we have time lapse or alert. Alert is the last thing that it saw, which was motion detected. And I guess that was me installing the camera. It picked that up already. All right, so I'm gonna turn my phone off and I'm gonna go walk in front of the camera, which is just out there. And we're gonna see if we're gonna get a notification alert. All right, so we're about to walk in front of the camera and I'm just gonna walk through it here slowly. There it is. Let's see if we get a notification here. All right, so hopefully you guys can see that we did get a notification almost right away, and it says right there, smart camera patio. So let's go ahead and click on that and open it up. All right, and so it actually has the video of me walking through there. Very cool. So it actually makes a video of it. Well, that's definitely a lot cooler than a picture. So you can replay that, or you can play even more of it, looks like, by clicking complete clip. So it's gonna play the whole thing. So yeah, this thing is really intuitive and really nice. And all the options that it has, this is definitely the more nicer camera that I've seen, and very easy to use. So yeah guys, as you can see, this is a really nice camera here, and it looks like it definitely is built to be outside and sealed very well for outdoor. And the app that it comes with is amazing. It's literally everything you'd want in a security camera. So yeah guys, you can see how you can pretty much use this camera for anything you'd want to monitor. You know, even if you want to just track your front yard for packages, you know, you'd know every time something came, or if someone's even been there at your front door, this thing will record everything. So yeah, the applications for this thing are endless, and if you get multiple of these things, you can monitor the whole house all around. So I definitely have to give this thing a huge thumbs up. And if you want a camera that works great and easy to install and will not be frustrating, this looks like an excellent choice here. So I'm going to leave some links in the description of where you can get this thing if you're interested. It's off Amazon. So if you guys like this video, then hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this and other things I do on this channel and you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button to see more. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.